Oh, hi. You just caught me off guard there. I didn't press record and then pretend that I didn't know. I didn't do that. Anyway, it's me. It's me. It's the big. It's not. I'm not that big. I'm quite short actually. To be fair. Wish I was a little bit taller. Wish I was a little. Hello and welcome to my new. Fucking, it's new. Swore already. It's a new show, and it's me being a Leeds fan, as you can tell. You might have seen me on other podcasts, Leeds podcasts. One being called Leeds House with Kev, and also on not another Leeds podcast with Dan. Me and Kev often go on that one. He often comes on ours. But this one's going to be just me. And it's only because I am just going to be watching the match and reacting. You're not going to be watching the whole goddamn match with me. I promise you. That's not going to be what you're doing. I'm going to cut it down. You'll just see the highlights or the lowlights, in some cases, depending on, certain things that might happen in games. Anyway, so yeah, that's what the show is going to consist of. I am fully aware also that this is the second game of the season. Yeah. So we're going to start today. This is going to be the first one. The less spoken about last week, the better, because anyway, I hope you enjoy what you're about to witness. If it's a car crash, then it will just be a one-show wonder. But, see you on the other side. Speaking about last week's game, it would be very remiss of me not to give a little bit of an overview of it on what was, a very successful opening game for Leeds United into the Premier League. I found the game to be, it was well, the best game. I don't lie, the best game I've seen. But it was a nice controlled for most parts from us, which was not surprising to me, but I think surprising to a lot of other people. Just how much control, especially we had in that first half. Second half, it was a bit more balanced. They got into it a little bit more, and I felt that subs changed the game. They gave us that little bit of an extra push. I mean, we weren't ever really sort of troubled in terms of, attempts on goal. There was that sort of angled one from Alcaraz, but I think that's the notable thing that he did all game was a shot from an impossible angle, and you trying to get it around or through or past that huge lump in our goal from that angle. I mean, it would have been something special, to be honest with you, because he's a wide guy, and he's a wide man. But the wider the better, because it covers more goals. That's great. Anyway, yeah, I thought we were good. I thought we were very controlled. I thought, but the first half, you could have swapped the roles around in terms of who was in the Premier League and who was just come up. And that's not an exaggeration to say. We just lacked a little bit of composure when we got chances, because I think that's what we're going to really need to have this season is a bit of snazzy composure up front in this league. You're going to need to take your chances, is what I'm saying. So, but we weren't under a lot of danger. The big controversy of it, was it handball? When I watched it, I did look and think, if that had happened to us, I it would have annoyed me a little bit. But the more I think about it, and the more I, you know, these professionals, they learn little tricks and try and circumvent the sort of the rules. And I do think some players are smarter than what you and I may think of them. And just using the whole my arms are in a natural position to the side of my body argument is all well and good. But if your body is contorted in a way that is not in a normal position, and you sort of, do you know what I mean? And if you know, like, you're extending a part of your body, and the first point of contact is going to be a point of your arm that's going to be a handball, you know, yeah, because of the slight lean towards and the sort of dive after he did it, that's always a sign. It's always a sign if they do the little sort of dive after to sort of really hide the fact that it did sort of touch the arm, but then negated all that bravado to try and hide the fact that it did actually touch his arm, stood up and walked around and was pointing, as people have pointed out, was pointing to his arm going, yep, and everyone's like, oh, yeah, he's telling you, it's handball. He's telling you that he did it, his arm, look, just go around pointing it to it, so, yeah. I'm a Leeds fan, so I'm going to say it was a fucking Maradona blatant handball, and he should have been red carded as well. But yeah, I'm gonna lean toward it. But as I say, had it been against me, I'd feel a little bit. I'd feel a bit sore about it. Not to the extent that some people are thinking it's like an absolute disgrace and we cheated. We cheated. Get a grip. But overall, really, really good performance. I thought the new guys that played gave a really good account of themselves. The keeper didn't really, as I say, didn't really get tested too much, did he? His kicking was a bit suspect at the time, and I don't know, it's a bit mental. His kicking was a bit weird. And then it slightly got better. I think he just should stick to his hands. Just, leave the kicking. Even if the ball's rolling to you, just fucking run and scoop punch it from the floor. Just punch it away. Just leave your legs out of it. If that's what you're going to do with your legs, just be absolutely hand central with every endeavour when you manoeuvre that ball around the pitch. That's my advice to you, Perry. Any movement of that ball that you need to get around the pitch, just use your arms and your hands, mate. Just leave your legs out of it. I don't think they're up to it. Just your arms, though. Your arms can clear the bloody pitch, so just do that. That might solve a bit of the worries that I had. Not worries, but, Anyway, but other than that, it was pretty sound. He didn't, like I say, he's a hard man to get around at tight angles, which is good. I thought Goodmanson was really, really good. I thought he was a good, absolute little bomber, little intricacies. I loved all that. He looks like he can play. He looks like he can. Actually, he's got a good delivery on him. And I think in this system, the way Farka likes to get his fullbacks forwards and then the positions that we will get him into, I think he might get, this is all being said that we adapt and we can compete in this league. If we can compete in this league, which I believe we can, but if we can, having him in positions like Verpo was, like Bogle was last year, he's got a delivery, and I think he'll get more than what we expect from him, more than what he's done in the past. So keep your eye out for him, because I think he could be a little bit of a find as well. Stack, he was everywhere around the pitch, up, down, left, right, diagonal, under the ground, just everywhere. Really, 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 really good, strong first performance at home. I think the occasion got to him a little bit at times, just a little bit. But overall, it was a top performance from the three starters. Nemcha was good. He took him a little bit of time just to adjust, as I think Farkas said that when he was asked about it after the game. He said, "Oh, that Nemcha, played well." He's like, "Nah, his first 3 touches were awful touches." But yeah, to get his goal, I think I was a bit surprised when he stepped up to take the penalty. But then I thought to myself, actually, if this is your debut, get that get that out of the way, get that first goal out of the way, even if it's a penalty, get out of the way, feel the buzz from the crowd, get that adrenaline, like, oh yeah, I want to feel this a bit more. So I am absolutely all for them to taking that penalty, and hopefully it'll, it's gone now. That impetus to score his first goal is just completely gone. Hopefully that'll help him, go on to just be like the top scorer in the league or something. Maybe all of our team just finish top scorers, all of them. More honourable mentions. Tanaka again, good. Showed that on this outing alone, and I'm being very very careful in how I say this. On the evidence of the Everton game and the Everton game alone, and even in pre-season against good opposition, I think Tanaka has the ability to make that step up, especially against a certain amount of teams in this league. Maybe not the higher echelons, but we'll get to that. We'll see. He might just be like a duck to water, super duck to water, and just cruises into this league and just does what he does. Because again, it was a good performance, and I think the man really did. He absolutely just left everything out on that pitch. He left everything out on that pitch. That saying that everyone says, you leave everything out on that pitch, and he did that. He did. He was there, just ripped his kit off, bollock naked. He had his kids, left them on the pitch. His house deeds, wife, everything. He left everything on the pitch. He was good. It was good. But sorry, before I go on to my man of the match, I nearly forgot about Strauch. I thought Strauch's ball playing abilities that's come on leaps and bounds. I don't think he put a pass out of place up there. He was consistently hitting his targets, and they weren't all the same target. There were balls over the top, there were balls down the side, there were balls into feet. To have a weapon like that at the back is amazing. I think it could be a real good thing for us if we keep hold of him, and by all accounts it looks like we might be keeping hold of him, so hopefully we do, because I think his ball playing on Monday was amazing, and his defending weren't bad as well. Just top notch performance from Stroud, because everyone's a bit like, oh, he's not going to be playing, it's going to be Biol, but to put in a performance like that, and for that ball passing ability, maybe he's finally just took that next step. Let's see, let's hope. Rodon good, Bogle good, Nonto good, James okay. He was working hard, just still a little bit off that pace. Peru snatching a little bit, got around the pitch okay. Overall, I won't go into too much about other players and stuff. The tackle was bad on Ampadu, that was bad. The tackle on Dewsbury Hall was good. The tackle on James was bad. The ball was gone, and he just kicked him in the fucking leg. That was bad. I think that covered it all. But my man of the match was Ampadu. Boy, great performance when he was on the pitch. Controlled the game, and I'm not saying that he was the best player for me, but I can understand why somebody might have picked a Tanaka or a Stack or even a Goodmanson or even a Strauch. I can understand why people would pick it, but the reason I picked Ampadu is because he's captain. He's captain of this team, and they're in the Premier League, and you've got to sort of set example. And I think to handle that pressure and to play the way he did, absolute credit to him. So Ampadu, you are my man of the match for Everton. So that's my overall view on the Everton game. Thought it was a very, very good performance. I still think there's more to come from us. I am aware that, and if you're not aware, but I'm going to tell you right now anyway, you're probably already aware, we're generally sort of slow starters. Not massively, like in terms of, there's not a long period where we're slow, but start of the season, for the last 2 seasons we drew the first game, and then we've had that game where like all our players have disappeared, and then we get back. We get more players in, and we just do what we do. So we've actually got a better team, new players. I still think there's more to come from us. We've got a couple of new players that might play today as well, so there's more options. I'm just saying, Don't knock that 8th prediction, because got my motives, man, and it's pure and utter. I think we could do this. So that's Everton that's Everton in a nutshell. A shell of nut. Why do I say the word and then say it the other way around after? I don't know what to do. I don't know. Maybe it's just. Hello, it's me. I'm back, and I'm going to talk about today's opponents. It's Arsenal. We've got Arsenal today. Is it going to be a tough game for them? Yeah. It's going to be really fucking hard for them. They're going to realise with mighty Leeds United, and nobody puts baby in the corner. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Anyway, yes, the team that have finished second in the league for the past couple of seasons, they're our second game of the season. I'm hoping that because Tottenham have gone and beat Man City today at Man City, I'm praying. I'm not praying. It's not a pray. It's not a prayer. I'm thinking it's going to be a double whammy. Like, oh yeah, you can have Eze. We're going to just take points, and you're going to lose points. You're technically going to lose. What you do, yeah. Just saying, man. Arsenal. Let's get back to Arsenal. So the teams are out. So I'm going to give you the team news. Arsenal are starting with 4-3-3 with Raya in goal, Timber at right back, Saliba, Gabriel at centre back, and Calafiori at right back. Is that how you say his name? I'm going to call Cauliflower. Cauliflower is at left back. Odegaard, Zubimendi, and Royce. It's good midfield three. Are they as good as Stack, Tanaka, and Gruev? And then up front for Arsenal. Sorry, I've just nicked a bit of space. Up front for Arsenal is Saka, Gyökeres, and Madueke. Madueke, the new player from Chelsea, is coming in to face Leeds. And Leeds United's lineup is Lucas Perry with his fists of fury in goal. We've got Bogle, the wandering right back that just wanders anywhere he wants on the pitch. Right back Bogle. Then we've got Rodon, the Welsh. I'm going to say the Welsh whinger. He's a bit of a whinger, but he's got a reason to whinge because he had a keeper called Meslier and he had a lot of whinging to do. But he's rapid, he's quite quick, he's got a great header. Like, not in front of goal, don't bank on him to score a lot of goals for you, but he will defend that goal. We've got Rodon in the back, we've got Stroke. So I'm trying to fit in the word strike and Strouk. Shut up, James, you idiot. Anyway, Pascal Strouk is at the back, and he has got a wand of a left foot, and I'm hoping he can utilise that today and put in some great little balls for adult Dan James or Nonto. And then we've got Goodmanson playing. He's going to have a handful today. He's got Saka. Let's hope he can stop the Saka. Sack the Saka. You know, like a quarterback where you sack the quarterback. Let's hope Goodmanson can sack Saka. But don't hurt him, because I do actually quite like Saka. It's a nice lad. And then in the middle, I've gone off funny. Sorry. I'm going to reiterate the middle three for Leeds United. Tanaka, 22. Gruev, 44. That's 22. He's two Tanakas, basically, Gruev is. That's how good Gruev is. He's two Tanakas. And then you got Anton Stack, who's also, if you put Tanaka on top of Tanaka, he's also two Tanakas. So I'm just saying, there's 5 Tanakas in midfield. We've got 5 fucking Tanakas in midfield. And then up front, we've got Nonto, Hero, and James. No Calvert-Lewin on the bench for Leeds, but certain Noah Okafor. It's there. So maybe we might see a little A little debut from him. Anyway, they're the teams. They're the goddamn teams. Let's see how them teams play against each other today at 5:30. Watch it here, live. It's not live. It's recorded. Hello. Welcome to this part of the show where I don't kick the table and wobble the camera. No, it's not that one. It's this one. It's the part where I ask some questions about the team that we're about to play. A fan from them. I ask them some stuff about what they think is happening at Arsenal and their views on the season and their views on us. Just questions like that, basically. Just to get a little bit of inside knowledge of the team we're about to play and the everyday fan's opinion. Because that's what we are. We're just fans of a football team. Talking shit. Anyway, let's get into this. The first question I asked him was, give an overall view of how you think Arsenal's pre-season went and that the signings that you made were any good. Pre-season was mediocre. The performances and results weren't great. Some of the new signings did not really feature in pre-season. One positive is that Max Dowman looks a real good footballer, even though he's only 15. 15 years old. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Not Archie Gray, though, is he? He's not Harry Gray. He's Max Dowman. Who's Max Dowman? He's actually fucking really good. I've seen some of him. He looks like a top player. The signings seem to address the issues with the squad over the past few seasons. Signing a striker, getting Eze in the cover of the left wing, or to be centralised attacking midfielder. Getting Zubimendi in so he can control the tempo and pick out the passes that will get Arsenal up on the offensive. I think there's more to say there on the offensive, so we can give it back to Leeds and then they counter-attack us and score 9 goals. That's what you carried on saying, but yeah, I didn't want to read that bit. Didn't really. With those signings addressing the gaps in your team, do you think that this will give you a good chance of winning the league? Yes. If they settle into the team, I can see it being difficult for all teams to beat Arsenal. It's important that those same players have that mentality. The bench will be strong as well, so the team does not become weaker when the subs have been made. Last week's win at Old Trafford will bring confidence. Just need a dominating performance now for things to really take off. Arsenal haven't lost to a Big Six team in the last 2 seasons. Just need to improve. Just need to be more productive in attack. Hopefully Gyökeres will help with that. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. Maybe he'll trip over a boat that's and DC'd boat docked land. Next question. If you fail to bring the title this season, do you think Arteta's job is at risk? If not, how much longer could you see him staying as your manager? Depends on how close they were to winning. If they lose the league by a point or lose the cup on penalties, I think he will stay. If they were nowhere near contention, then I think he might be sacked. I like him and would like him to stay, but the question would be, does he have what it takes to win a major trophy? I don't think he does. I don't think he does it this season. That's just my opinion. I think Liverpool are too good. I was going to say Man City, but, just got done over by Tottenham. Anyway, with that being said, who do you think will be your go-to guy this season? And where do you actually believe you'll finish? Rice or Saka, either one can pick the team up when needed. Both can score important goals. Raya is solid as is the centre-backs, first or second. So you think it's first or second? Though I think we can win it. Got Liverpool away and Man City soon. Avoid defeats in those games and it puts us in a great position. So, yeah. I don't think it does. Number 5. Have you as an Arsenal fan seen Leeds much under Farke and how do you assess their chances this season? Do we stay up? The big question. The big question. I've not seen much of Leeds under Farke. It's a tough ask, but I think Leeds will do it. Ellen Road with the atmosphere will be a difficult place to get results and opponents. That's the end of that sentence. It will be a difficult place to get a result for opponents is the end of that sentence there. Sorry about that. I think Brentford, Sunderland, Burnley, Bournemouth could struggle this year. And West Ham. West Ham as well. Finally, the big question. Arsenal versus Leeds today at the Emirates. 5:30 kickoff. What is your prediction for the game? Can't see both teams scoring. Might be a disruptive game with neither team playing fluently. Both teams will have new players, though 1-0 has a great chance. I'm expecting more from Arsenal. Grady's tip, 2-0 Arsenal. So there you have it. There is the views from an everyday Arsenal fan. Obviously named Grady, just to let everyone know. Thank you, Grady, for your input. May the best team win. Hello, welcome back. We are a few minutes from kickoff. We're a few minutes from Leeds United against Arsenal at the Emirates. We're a few minutes to seeing if Leeds can muster a performance and get some result against Arsenal, or is it going to be a one-way bashing? Let's have a look. They're in the tunnel. Everyone's getting excited. Eze's walking out like he's just come out the shower. It's just like, yeah, I'm chilled. Absolute chilled. Fair play. And Leeds United are in their new blue away kit. The team were read out earlier. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do against one of the big six on our return to the Premier League under Daniel Farke. I am massively excited for this game, as I am for every Leeds game. You just got to enjoy it. It's a free hit. It's a free hit. No one's expecting us to win. And I love that. I love that. It's when everyone expects us to win, and that's when you like, fuck it out. But no, it never changes for me. Let's go, 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 let's go to the dancing shop. So, I will reread the teams out because they're about to be revealed. David Raya is in goal for Arsenal. Jurriën Timber, William Saliba, Gabriel and Ricardo Calafiori at the back for Arsenal. Ooh. Martin Odegaard, Martin Zubimendi and Martin Rice are all in the middle. Sorry, Declan Rice are all in the middle. And up front, Bukayo Saka, Victor Gyökeres and Noni Madueke. Gyökeres. So they're playing a 4-3-3. Who cares what they're playing? It matters not. It matters not. It matters not. That 15-year-old on the bench. Here we go. The mighty whites here. Daniel Farke staring through your soul. Lucas Perry starts in goal again for Leeds. There he is, the fist of wonder. Jayden Bogle, Joe Rodon, Pascal Struijk, Gabriel Gudmundsson. I can't speak. Ayo Tanaka, Ilya Gurev, and Anton Stack. Let's go, man. Daniel James starts. Joel Pirro and Wilfred Gnonto's up front. The bench, Darlow, Longstaff, Aronson, Nemcha, Biol, Okafor, Harrison, Bernal, and Byram. No Calvert-Lewin, as we pointed out earlier. Right. So let's reposition you a little bit, because I need to be able to watch the game. Can you see me? Can you see me? It's been a minute of applause there for all of the old Arsenal people that may have passed. Not may have passed, I think have passed. Or someone in particular, Richard Carr. I'll do a little clap because I'm just respectful like that. I'll just keep clapping. Just keep clapping. Clapping. I'm the only one clapping. You always get that one that there's the claps at the end, yeah. I win. Here we go, boys. Here we go, girls. It's going to be a big game. Can we compete? Can we snatch something? Can we win? Or are we going to just be predictable and have everyone just predict that we're going to lose every big game? Oh, someone's given the old live on Sky. One of them. Leeds are going to kick off. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Come on, Leeds. Come on, Leeds. Anton Stack there's following Odegaard. Ball over to Bogle. Madueke with a good ball there. Straight into Perry's arms. There's the first bit of danger there. Madueke in a dangerous position. Got the ball, brought it down well. Bogle doesn't dive in. Little cross straight into Perry's arms. I'll have a bit of that. So we've gone long. Oh, well played. Tanaka and James, they're working well together. We're going to need a good performance out of James today. It's going to be hard work. So he's going to need to really fucking just shake off them cobwebs that he seems to be carrying at the moment. Yes, Goodmanson. Yes, Goodmanson. Looking for Bogle there. Keeper's put him under a bit of shit there. He's just... This is probably the point that we're going to worry about with Perry for a little bit until he can get up, or if he's going to get up. At the ball at his feet is it's definitely a foul. It's definitely a foul. So defending a free kick on the edge of the box here. 8 minutes in. Haven't really got hold of the ball as of yet. There's been a couple of times where we could have. A little bad pass from Stack. We need to get a grip of this. We need to just withstand this little bit, this pressure from Arsenal early on, and hope we can impose a bit of our game a little bit. Come on, Leeds. Here's Dan James now. Great pass. Oh, James with a shot. Good break from Leeds. Shows that we're not just here to defend. Gorev now, what can he do? We've got a bit of control of the ball. Another free kick we've given away though. We can't be giving away these. I know we've got loads of big players. It's like we've got loads of big players, so you test us. It's a form of training. We're using these few games as training set pieces, and we've got the team that do really well with set pieces. So it's going to be a test today, boys and girls. Royce is about to deliver this ball in. Royce is there's a pun in there. Delivery and Royce. The Royce delivery. Yeah. Who just orders Royce though? Usually comes with something like a curry or something, doesn't it? Yeah, it's gone nowhere. Defended well. So 15 minutes into the game so far. It's been a bit itchy. We haven't massively conceded any serious chances. There was the Odegaard shot from the edge of the box, which he pulled massively wide. I mean, Gorka has fluffed that because he had so much time. He could have just stopped and put it in, but fucking hell. Very, very lucky. Very lucky. Come on, Leeds. Stack's got to be stronger there. I don't know what they were trying to do. Yeah. We've got a free kick. Got a free kick. It's all right. It's time. There's time in this game. It's still 0-0. All right, just don't stress too much. Gone back to the keeper. Right, here we go. First corner for Leeds. Can we take advantage? We've been under it a little bit. Arsenal have had a lot of the ball. Here's a chance. to get a decent ball in. Yeah, that was a shit corner though. He's talking about that one where Ampadu sort of flicked at it. Oh! Pascal Strout there! That's the first proper save of the game, and it's come from Raya, and what a header from Strout. Fucking great. Good save. Oh, yeah. Okay, of course. Can't touch the keeper. Can't touch him. Can't touch the keeper. So, better from Leeds. Getting back into the game. Nice passing. Bit patient. Arsenal now have the ball. I think we needed to settle a little bit. And settle in the fact that, yes, we can do things in this game. And it's not going to just be a one-way thing. Arsenal throw in. 26 minutes on the clock. Odegaard's gone down. Good. Ha ha! Good. Legs fell off. Can't play anymore. His legs fell off. So it looks like Odegaard's going off and they're bringing on Waneri. Arsenal. Don't know how good he is. He might be alright actually. I think he just put his thumb up. I think he's just pretending. Wasting a little bit of time. I don't know. It's pointless then, wasn't it? Arteta, is he happy with what he's seen? Is Farke happy with what he's seen? I can say yes or no for both. I think Farke was not happy with some of our passing and the fact that we've gone long as much as we have, but you know, just give us a break. We're playing against the reigning second position finishers of the league. They've got another one out of the playbook. Arsenal set piece playbook. It's 1-0. They've scored. Arsenal have scored a goal. It's a good ball. It's a good header. Timber have scored. Arsenal have scored a goal. It's Arsenal 1, Leeds 0 now. Rodo gets the ball away again. And Zubimende just slaps the ball to Bristol. Arsenal are making that change now. Looks like Odegaard's coming off. We're just not getting the. We need to be like precision wise here, passing wise. Needs to be on it, and it's not been on it at times. It's been okay. Goals just knocked us back a little bit. It's free kick for Leeds now. He's undoing his laces and he's going to do them back up again just to waste a little bit of time. We've got just over 5 minutes before half time. It's not been a terrible performance. 3 minutes to go, guys, before half time. It's been an interesting game here today at the Emirates. Saka just knocked Nonto over. Just ran into him, fell over. Come on, Leeds. It's 2-0. Oh! Arsenal 2, Leeds 0. Great win by Grove in the middle of the pitch, and then he just gives it away. Played down Saka, down the outside. Keeper no chance. Arsenal 2, Leeds 0. Grady's tip looks like it's in. There's half-time whistle. So, all in all, half-time's gone. Arsenal 2, Leeds 0. I thought we were doing okay. I thought there's a few occasions where we went forward. We seemed to get the ball, go forward pretty well. But we've been undone by a set piece, good ball in, decent header, caught us cold, and then a ball lost in the middle of the field by Grove after initially willing it pretty well. Under pressure, gives the ball away, one touch in, and Saka's just levered it past Perry's big frame. Really close to his body, good finish. So, Leeds all to do in the second half. I'll catch you then. Welcome back. Second half about to kick off. Can we get back into this game, or is this going to be a formality from this point on? We will see. I don't think the pros kicked the ball all game, to be honest with you. I think Nonto's done well at times. He's won the ball back. He's he's battled well. But these are the games. These are the games you just got to keep going. Just got to plod through. This is where you learn your most. This is where you learn most of your lessons in these games. 3-0. Gokarez has scored. This is going to be a bit of a hiding, I think, guys. Stroke there, being outdone. He's not really attempted to go to address the run. And we've enabled Gokarez to get his first goal. It's pretty simple goal, really. It's been a very, very, very interesting first video. On the end of a spanking so far. 49 minutes, it's Arsenal 3, Leeds 0. What are we going to do? Are we going to keep plugging away? We have to, really. You just got to keep going in and just hope that we can affect the game. Make it a bit different. Just keep going, boys. Just keep going. To try and score a goal past Leeds United. No more goals now, Leeds. No more goals. We're going to win this 4-3. I'm going to come back and win this. You can see it. See it happening. Another corner here for Arsenal, though. Is this going to get worse for Leeds United, or are we going to be able to defend the corner? Go. Corner comes in. It's 4-0. It's 4-0. Leeds United are getting spanked 4-0, and it's 55 minutes. Here we go. Arsenal have the ball again. Arsenal always have the ball again. Another chance for Arsenal. It's another fucking chance for Arsenal. Fucking hell, Leeds. Trust it to be 4-0 on my first video. Bloody hell. Bloody hell, Leeds. And they're bringing a 15-year-old just to rub it in. Nice one. Nice one. Who are you going to get your first goal against, 15-year-old player? Oh, I'll pick Leeds United when they're 4-0 down just to rub it in. I played Namcha. Mecha. I don't know what to call him. Is it Mecha? It's Mecha, isn't it? It's Mecha. Here's Strauky boy. To Perry. Perry Dawn. Perry Dawn. Pterodactyl. Stroke. Back to Perry. Perry's going to whack it. Just whacks it. If that kid scores, I'm going to fucking jump out the window. That 15-year-old scoring and jumping out the window. Just a bottom floor window, though. Just so I could just step out to the floor. I'm not going to do anything drastic. 4 to go. 4 to go, guys. We're nearly there. We're nearly at the home stretch. We've nearly got through. Arsenal have a penalty. It's going to be 5-0. Oh, God. You can't write it. The 15-year-old. If they give that 15-year-old this penalty, oh, damn, I'm going to be like, that's just rubbing salt in the wounds. But you'd like to think that they're professional and they're going to give the ball to the forward that's going to score the goals, and 5-0. It's 5-0. It's 5-0. And Gokarez has scored a penalty for Arsenal. Oh, Arsenal have been good without being amazing. And there's a full-time whistle. The full-time whistle has gone. It's been an event. I'll stop here. I'll take this in, and I'll come back, and I will give you an overview of that game. The game's finished. Arsenal 5, Leeds United 0. Ooh. Arsenal 5, Leeds United 0. What can I say about it? It was bad. It was poor. It was a stretch too far for this team, this new team. Arsenal very comfortable throughout a lot of that game. Very rarely did we trouble them, which is I didn't expect us to dominate the game as much as I joke and believe that we can. I have belief, but it's a strong it's a very very far away belief. I never expect us to dominate the game in terms of how we have in the past, but I expected us to do a little bit more than what we did. I don't think we had anything from the front three today. I think Nonto played the best out of the three, tried, won the ball back a few times, did a lot of battling, but we didn't cause any problems for Arsenal at all. Very, very rarely. A couple of forays in the first half, and that corner from start with the head out. But other than that, second half was just, there was nothing there. I don't even think Arsenal were amazing. I just thought they were very, very composed and calm and knew what they were going to do and knew how to win the game. And they did that. They got, a couple of goals from set pieces, which is what they can do, what they were doing all last season. The goals from open play, the Saka one was a mistake from us, and you get punished at this level. That's what happens. Clinical, and then the Gyökeres first goal. Stroke. Yeah, just send him down that way, and he let him onto his strongest foot. All in all, disappointing result. More disappointed in that we didn't impose ourselves a bit more. Could we do that? Were we a bit reluctant to, especially after going 2-0 down? It's a lesson. Again, I still think this isn't going to be the defining of our season. I think there is a bit of growing to do still. Obviously, a little bit of cohesion that we need to find. There will be easier games in this season. There'll be just as hard games, but hopefully when we come up to them games, we'll know a bit more about ourselves and we'll be able to compete a bit better. There's nobody really that stood out for me in terms of for Leeds who had a strong, good game. Maybe Rodon. I don't think the midfield got any sort of grip of the game against that. Was around everywhere, but weren't really influencing the game. Tanaka tried a little bit. He had kept the ball well at times, but it was too few and far between. I thought Grev as well, very lost in there. Did we miss Ampadu? I don't know. Would he have really have affected that game? Probably not. Let's be honest. Probably not. Like I said, there's a lot to learn from that. There's not a lot you can take from that as any sort of positives, because you don't want to be humiliated. Was it a 5-0 game? When it was, because it was 5-0. and if you're looking on the chances created, we didn't create for the second half. We were rubbish second half, absolutely poor. Didn't offer nothing going forward, so you can't expect to get back into games if you're not offering anything. And maybe there, we've seen this before in previous seasons, where that second game there's a little bit of an adjustment, but this one's against Arsenal, not against West Brom. Do you know what I mean? Put to the sword. I can't have any complaints over it. It was just one of them weird games that can happen, and it did. It happened right in front of my eyes. We just couldn't. Basically, our press wasn't as successful as it could have been. We pressed in at times, but they were easily able to bypass our press. And they always had one more player in midfield. Whenever we pressed with 5, they'd have 6 players. Whenever we pressed with 4, they'd have 5 players. They'd just always make sure that they had an outboard, and they utilised it brilliantly. It kept leaving us cold upfield. It kept happening all throughout the game. Just a bit of nous of getting an extra body in there to balance out the amount of plays, but I'm pretty sure that we've got another player. It's how much how far down does that sort of tactic go? Of, yeah, they kept breaking our press quite easily. Um, I honestly, I'm trying to think of positives from the game. It was the worrying thing for me is obviously there's it's a way that we sort of play, which involves a goalkeeper, especially when we're trying to reset the reset the board. I like to call it, where we go back to the keeper or go back to the defence to try and start again from base. But what you need to be able to do is have a keeper that can do that. And I think Harry's not going to be one of these keepers that's going to be playing the ball around at the feet. Melier was shaky at time on his feet, but compared to this guy, he's fucking Chilave. There was a last week when it went out of. I forgot to mention it went out for a corner and he just cracked on anyway. But yeah, goals, could they have been avoided? It's again, it's the first goal is a good ball in, and his run's not been picked up. I don't know if it's Rodon's man or whoever's. It's just a run there's no one's on him, and he's managed to get a free header. It's a good header, by the way. It's not, it's sort of that's to glance it into the far corner, so it's a good header, but it was left free to do that. Second goal, as I say, there's that great tackle on the edge of the box by Grove. He wins the ball back, and then Royce instantly is on his case, doesn't let him play out the ball, rushes the pass. It goes straight out to that Timber guy. Timber plays it down to Saka, and Saka just puts it in. Is there an argument that the keeper should save it? Maybe. Yeah, he's close to his body. He's hard to react. You could be ultra critical and say he should have been saving it, but I'm not gonna hold it against them. Third goal is Gyökeres just running at Strauch. He's showed him onto his stronger foot, he's cut inside and just put it in. It's too easy. It looked very easy for him. Very easy run, cut inside shot. And then you're just thinking at that point, okay, what do you do now? What do you do as a Leeds fan? What do you want to do? What do you want your team to do? Because short shot, stop the hemorrhaging, or do you go forward? And I just don't think we did really any of that. Of the set piece, bit of a mix. This one, is a bit of a ball's bouncing around. There's a slight shout of handball from one of the Arsenal players, but it would have been a harsh handball to give. It's broke. It's just flicked it, and it's not been able to be kept out by Grev. So a scrappy fourth goal, but this is either going to break this team or make it. And then the fourth goal's a penalty, harsh penalty, you could say, but if you give him that penalty last week, he's caught his foot. He's then kicked through his leg. I don't know. Did he feel the feel on the foot? And I'm just gonna think it was a penalty. And I just didn't see any chance he was gonna miss that to make it 5-0. And I said it at the start of the second half. We don't want no 4 or 5s. And we got both. Got 4-0, and then it went to 5-0. So bit shitty. Bit of a kick in the teeth. Obviously, I'm aware that there are still changes to be made to this team. There are still a little bit of adjustments for some players to get up to speed to the league. We have to be mindful of that some players aren't as quick as others, and they might take a little bit of adjustment. We've written off a number of players in the past that turned out to be okay, so let's not do that again. But no one really expected to win the game. I didn't expect us to if we were going to lose, I didn't expect us for it to be a 5-0 game, but that's what it's turned out to be. A few lessons that need to be learned there. But again, I can't criticise too much. I'm sure a number of other content creators will find a lot of problems with that performance, and I do too. I'm just not gonna add on to the shit that's gonna happen. Walking around knowing that your team's been dick 5-0 is enough for me. I'm not gonna pile any more misery onto it. It's a tough one to take. Arsenal are a good team. They're one of the favourites to win the league. They're no mugs. We've just come up. Yes, do I think we could have competed better than we did today? Yes, do I think that we will compete better in future? But it's still a game that we've come up well short of. And we can't have too many of these games because it'll, confidence-wise, just for that basis, we need to be stronger. And if we're struggling to create and get up the field, first and foremost is that we're strong at the back. And as I say, it's like I don't remember really being cut open throughout the game. But they did score 5 goals, and you can't deny that. You can't excuse that. As I say, man of the match, I went for Rodon. I mean, I've not really got anyone I can really knock. To point out and say that they were brilliant. Because as I say, the first goal probably comes from. I'm going to say I think it might have been Rodon who maybe should have been picking them up. It's a free header. It's a good header. Yeah, a few defensive frailties here that have cost us. We've just got to learn to be stronger. We've got to learn that when we do get the chance to break forward, that we make the most of it, and we really try and at least test the goal a little bit more. These few and far between breaks that we get in these types of games where we're on the back foot. The moment that we get a chance, we've got to be a bit more. We've got to try and be a bit more clinical. But it was very difficult today. It was a very difficult game to get involved in. Arsenal were by far better team, more comfortable. I see a lot more from us in coming through the season. I don't think this is going to be the be all and end all. So keep the faith. It's the second game. I wonder what sort of changes will be made from this performance, if any players will be brought in that's been bought through the summer, i.e. BL. Wonder if that's going to be a change that's made. Do you know what? It's hard to sort of analyse just how we lost that game 5-0 without saying that we just were very good. It's the easiest way to describe it. We weren't very good. Arsenal were just better than us. They were more established. They look more established than we did, and you've got to expect that. You just gotta slap your booty. So we come to the end of the first video that I've put out. It's ended in a 5-0 loss to Arsenal at the Emirates, which is disappointing to say the least. I expected a bit more from us. I expected a bit more of a contest. I expected a bit more effort from us. Did I expect us to win? Not expect us, more in hope and more in belief that we could, or at least getting a result. But it turned out it was a game too far in this new season with new players and a new system. I think there is a lot more to come from us. I wouldn't hold this result too much into the thought process and how this season's gonna go. I think it was just one of them things. We will improve. We will get more quality in the team. The team will improve once we play a few games together. But this one is hard to take. But anyway, thank you again for watching. My name has always and will always be James. You can catch me on other podcasts. They'll still be going now on a Sunday. Leeds House through the week at some point, so just tune into them. Please leave a like and subscribe on this video, and any comments, and also name suggestions for what I'm going to call this. I haven't come up with a name. I've been banding around with the game day with James, and it just doesn't roll off the tongue, and I need it to be a bit more, you know. So please, any suggestions, I'm happy to nick if it's good. So this is me saying bye, and I'll see you at the next game.